This is the 25th annual National Prayer Breakfast function to be held in Rwanda, the first held in 1995 at a time when many doubted the country would ever fully recover from the 1994 Tutsi genocide, but it did. This year, participants came from far and wide, 8 African countries and the US, and there was much to give gratitude for. The country has ample security, and the country's security organs have the confidence of the people, and Rwanda plays her role when it comes to contributing to peacekeeping efforts globally. Dear God, bless all who sacrificed to keep Rwanda safe in 2019, especially the RDF, the National Police, and the general public that cooperates with security organs. Participants at the function, both Rwanda nationals and foreigners, commended the initiative.
And we just have a beautiful breakfast with the First Lady and all these important persons, and we're learning a lot. And we're going to bring back to Mexico, to our country, beautiful, beautiful messages from you.
The first thing we did when we arrived, we went to the genocide memorial. So I think you have the biggest reason in Africa to thank God that you've risen again, you've been able to become stable economically. I think you have a very big reason to thank God.
Other dignitaries present pointed out that it is not surprising that Rwanda is developing at such a rapid pace when you consider the promises God makes to those who seek to do His will.
What's happening here? Why are you a model, an example for the rest of the world? The ancient scripture in Chronicles says, when the leader of a nation seeks the Lord, the people will prosper. In the last 25 years, your income has quadrupled. Your poverty rate has dropped dramatically. The number of people starving and hungry has dropped dramatically. The life expectancy has more than doubled. Because your leaders seek the face and truth of the Almighty and are led by this Spirit.
Indeed, Rwanda's achievements have been attributed directly to God's grace and the unbreakable will of the country's people.
Looking back at our history over the past 2 decades, we must also acknowledge the importance of keeping hope alive. This 4-letter word was always at the tip of our tongues. It spurs us on and gave us reason to fight for a better future. Indeed, in 1994, the world wrote us off as a failed state. At the time, very few believed that one day, let alone 26 years later, Rwanda would become a high-end tourist destination and that would attract the kind of investment and partnership we see today, among so many other positive milestones. 26 years after the genocide against the Tutsi, we continue, by the grace of God, to rebuild our nation, stone by stone, while creating bridges with valuable friends of Rwanda, such as yourselves, who believe, then continue to believe today in us and in the transformative leadership with which we have been blessed.
This year's National Prayer Breakfast function focused on promoting godly values in leadership.